everyone. My name is Mohammad Kaif and I am going to explain you how to fetch research paper by user a specified user query. So I am going to tell you first what is the project. The project is Python based CLI tools that allow user to search for research paper from the PubMed database based on the user specified query. It filters the result to include only paper with at least one author affiliated with a pharmaceutical या biotech company and save as a output to a CSV file. So one by one, I'm going to explain you. First, open the command prompt and navigate the directory. So first copy the directory and enter Jupyter Notebook. It takes few seconds. It will open in few seconds. So you can see the notebook open and I am going to show you source code. So source code is here. So we run one by one and fetch the query. So it's fetching the query lung cancer. After few seconds, it's save the result in CSV file. Result will be here in result.csv file. So it takes few minutes to proceeding result. You can now see the result saved in result.csv file and it will be saved. You can see the result.csv file modified 19 seconds ago. We can check by open. So you can see the result will be saved in tabular form in CSV file with PubMed ID, title, publication date, non-academic author, company affiliation, and corresponding author email. So now we are going to check another query for it will work fine. I hope it should fetch result again. I hope it should fetch the result again in few seconds. And after this, I will going to explain you command future. You can see the result again saved in result.csv file, and now the query is cancelled. So we again open the result.csv file, and you can see the result are modified. So it is working fine. So let us move to further for command line feature. So again navigate the directory by giving the directory path and run python. My python source code file name fetch pubmed.py python extension, you know, and the query we are going to give cancer for command feature dash f for saving the file in csv. I hope it will also work. It should fetch the result. So you can see the result is saved in result.csv folder. Now we are going to check. So it's really changed the result. So you can see the date modified to 24 p.m. and the current time is also 2:24 p.m. So command line future also working. I am going to show you another command for better understanding, like lung cancer minus dash d for debugging. So you can see the found 200 paper. It's fetching it's fetching the result from 200 papers. So we don't give a file name. That's why this is printing on console, and you can now see how it's filtering the result by selecting paper including only which is in non-academic author. If we found or detect academic author, then it is excluding the result. So now we are going to check another command dash h for fetching the instruction fetch research paper from PubMed. So you can see it's showing the instruction how to fetch the result on command line feature dash h for help dash m for maximum result. You can modify the maximum result by giving the command dash m and then teaser value dash f for giving the file name dash d for debugging and enable the debug. If will dash f not provide, output will be printed to the console. As you can see now. Now we cannot provide any file name, then output should be print on console. So you can see it's also working fine. Now we are going to show you poetry. So in my GitHub repo, you can read my readme.md file. Here all about my paper, my project, research paper, fetching using PubMed API, about key feature, user specified query, technology stack, installation process. You can see here installation process, how to clone the repository in your computer, how to install poetry and initialize the poetry, set up Python environment if needed, and you enter your email. Make sure to set your email in the script to comply with PubMed API guideline. If you are using Python version, other version, then you can enter poetry env use Python 3.10. Here you can read about how to use, how to save the file, how to debug, everything. You can see here how to example of CSV output, how the files are saved in CSV file, troubleshooting if you are facing encoding issue, and requirement and non-requirement functional requirement. So here's all about of my project. So now we are going to check for poetry. I already installed and set up poetry. If you are not a set up and installed poetry for creating virtual environment, you can read our readmd.file on the GitHub repo. Poetry run get dash papers list cancer. So I want to choose another query like drug discovery. Now I dash f result dot csv. I hope it should also fetch the result by virtual environments. It takes few minutes fetching the result. You can see it's also working fine, and we are also used poetry to fetch the result. Poetry is used for dependencies. I'm going to show you how it's work. So here is my poetry.toml file where I define the tool.poetry, name, fetch, pubmed, version, description, author, license, Python version, dependency version, libraries, and all is about. So we are going to check another queries, like if we are giving -m 50 -f result.csv. I hope it should also see no matching paper found. Okay, I'm going to try with another example. Here you can see the result saved in result.csv file. If we want to change the maximum result with -m and the given number, then it also working. So we are going to check folder. So here is the results of CSV folder. It is storing the result in CSV file with their PubMed ID, title, publication date, non-academic author, and so on. Everything work fine. So you can use this for project for. Now we are going to show you. Now I'm going to show you about the source code. So first we import bio python and panda library and argparse. Interest.email assigned our email ID. Created two lists with bio tech keywords for filtering the result and non-academic keywords for filtering non-academic authors. And defined is biotech function for affiliation checking as and also is non-academic affiliation function for checking if the result found with university, school or college, then it will exclude. And then I defined fetch paper for fetching the paper. In passing midline records, defined another function. Defined should include paper function. I am created this structure in separated one by one module in other separated function for better understanding, and I also mark marked comment for better understanding. So for converting to CSV, I used another function. Printing to console, I used another function, and it is main function where the program line feature working with query dash m dash f dash d, and here default result is 200. We can change with dash m how the maximum result, how much maximum result are fetching. So it's all about my project. For more detail you can visit our GitHub repo, research paper based on user specified query by PubMed UPI, and here you read all thing about my project, how to use this, how to set up this, everything here guided step by step, how to use poetry, how to install poetry, everything is here. So you can visit, request you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you will understand my explanation. Thank you for watching this video.